Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're alright. Hi, Gillian. Whew, gosh, bit of a day here with all the rain and mizzy weather. It gets you bleeding depressed. So I thought I'd come on, have a bit of a chat, say hello. You know how it is. And do a bit of a spirit box session. I don't. Oh wow! I'm just looking at that chat box. Just seem to be wanting to put them right. That's some title. Oh, Gillian. Yeah, I have no idea why that's putting things up several times in the chat on there. I think it's got a mind of its own, but hey ho. Welcome, Gillian. I'm just laughing at the chat box on the screen. Like, hiya, hiya, hiya. Oh, that could be amusing if you wanted to write something a bit naughty down it. Anyway. Hang on, I want to see if it changes when you write something else in. That's a bit weird. It is me and you. That's really weird. I have no clue why that's doing that. That's a bit weird, isn't it? I must have clicked something when I was making the writing smaller because the writing was. I'm not changing it now. I can't be bothered. It can sit there and go hello, 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 hello all freaking day long. Yeah, you know me, Gillian. I just like jump on whenever I feel like it. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Who are you? I'm me. Yeah. Just put hang on. Put this. Uh, yeah, put that in it. Go, 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 go. Well, that'll amuse me. Oh dear. I did put it in. I'm sure I sent it to Iwan and Claire, but I don't know whether they're on tonight. Right. Well, Iwan is. Ivan. I've got to call him Ivan. Mark Anthony's yet. So, yeah, well, it looks like it's me and you, Gillian. You looks have to write everything in. Whatever you think here. I have no clue what I'm going to ask. But, hey, I'm sure I'll think of something when I turn the box on. And, vodka. Not while I'm doing a spirit box. I've got coffee. Jackie. Okay. Can you hear me and the spirit box there? You know, just in case. Oh, it's quite amusing that, but let it do it. I think there's about 30-second delay as well, so. Hey, spirits. Can you say hello? Hello? Can you try to say it a bit clearer than that, please? So, hello? It's me. That's good. Hello, that's better. Thank you. Hello, Jeff. Yeah, if you're watching the chat box on the OBS, for some reason it's gone beautiful. Okay. It's gone a bit wacko and repeating everything, so if you want to put some sarcastic in and have it repeated right up the chat box on the OBS, go for it. So now you've said hello to me, spirits, which I appreciate. Could you please try and give me your names? Whoever's here. Philip. Wow, that was quick. I haven't heard of Philip last time we did a spirit box session. Live as well. Connor. Anybody else? I just said my name properly. It was like shouted as well. I was like, Jesus Christ. Pretty sure JC had popped in. Judy Paul. Right. You just said Paul then. So who did I have? Philip. Can you say hello, Philip? Just you. No. Okay. Well, that was a bit. It went no. Could you try, Philip? Say hello. Yeah, I just said get off. Philip, you're a bit of a one. What about Connor? Hey, Connor. Hello, Connor. Can you say hello? Just you? Demon. Oh, God, here we go again. Who else was it? Paul. Paul. Hello, Paul. Is Paul still here? Paul, can you say hello? Max. Alright, so if you're around me, like you say you are, spirits, you always say you're around. I know, and Owen, whenever, you know, I said Owen, I've had that name before. But the new names. So if you're around me today, what kind of weather are we having? Tell me what kind of weather there is outside. Rain? Did it say raining then, maybe? You said raining, it is. It's like, demon. Demon. Yeah. You know I don't believe in any of that jazz, so I don't even know why you keep bringing it up. You know it don't scare me either. But F it. Oh, have you got your swear on tonight? That's nice. Demon. Why don't you try saying something else? What about triangle? That'll scuff you. Say triangle. Come on, please. Try to say triangle. I'll ask them, Gillian, in a sec. So you can say demon, but you can't say triangle. Nope, not heard it. Gillian said, can you say headbanger? If you say it, I'm going to laugh my arse off. Can you say headbanger? Said head. Can you say headbanger? That's what I call it. I heard head, Gillian, but I didn't hear headbanger. Head again. Okay, spirits. Who do you believe in? Do you believe in God and angels, or do you believe in goddesses, Mother Nature, any other deity? Who do you believe in? Come on. Who do you believe in? When you've passed over, who do you believe in? Oh, did you hear that, Gillian? See you next Tuesday. Being very quiet tonight. Who or what did you believe in before you died? Who or what did you believe in before you died? God, maybe then. Did you hear that? He went, demon. Was you religious before you died? I thought it said God. Was you religious before you died? Yeah, did you believe in God? Did you believe in God? Said didn't then. Do that then, it sounds like it where it's Dave. Where did you die? Did you die in here? Who's like shit? God. Did you die around this area? Said Clumpy then. Hey, Iran. Oh, don't talk about Peter, Jesus Christ. Talk about him, he turns up. Aye. Hey, Iran. I don't know. Might have said Bella. Did she say Bella? I don't know, he just wants to do the demons, I think. I swear. Peter, there you go. I knew we started talking about him, we pop up. Oh, did you hear that? It went fucking hell. Fuck off. You're down with the swearing tonight, aren't you? You not just said you weed yourself. Really, I'm having an itch. I'm just listening to it because it keeps swearing. Help. Ian. Come on. Look. Who's coming up? Hi, Claire. Tell me who's coming up. Ian. Just an arsehole. Thanks. You're on one tonight, aren't you? Who's doing all the swearing? Yes, I am. Believe it or not, are you? Who's doing all the swearing? Tell me your name. I think you said Pete in there. Pete doing all the swearing. Oh. Peter, who or what are you? Who or what are you, Peter? You're right then. Are you good? Are you a good spirit? Claire. Are you a good spirit? Are you bad? Certainly. Did you hear that? Certainly. Why? Why are you being bad? Peter. Was you bad in life? Hi, Blackwing, how are you? Hope you're alright. Demon again. I was sat the other night actually on your stream. You were talking about some personal things, is all I'll say. I didn't comment because I was like dozing off and I'd just seen that you were on. So I just popped it on. Hello. For a bit, but yeah, I was there. I just didn't jump in chat because I was dozing a bit. So why are you bad? You told me you were certainly bad. Is it because you was bad in life? Just say yes or no. Is it because you were bad in life? You're welcome, sweetheart.
Right.
Claire, and then it went Claire. It just, oh, it just said my maiden name and then chuckled. Wow, you're having a party over there. Oh, and again, that's the second time. Who's going? Radio Shack 2125. About a 30-second, if not more, delay because I'm using OBS. The Radio Shack. Okay, do you want to try to repeat some words? Can you say cat? Can you say cat? What about I didn't hear cat. Oh, did you hear cat? I didn't hear it. What about ball? Can you say ball? Maybe. Try to say it really clear. Say ball, but say it clearly. Dennis, that's my brother. He's not dead. Thomas is a regular. Blackwing is a regular. It's my uncle. Can you say happy? You might have said it straight away then. Happy. Try to say it clear. Say happy. Insert. That were evil, and when evil come. What about sad? What about sad? Can you say sad? There you go, I think that said it, sad. Say sad. I'm sad. Oh. Are you sad? Sad. Okay, I'm sorry you're sad. I'm sorry you're sad. Who's that? It's Max. Who's that? Mary Lou. Wow! It went, who's that? And then another spirit went, Mary Lou. That's my proper name, obviously. That was really cool. Thank you, Spirit. That was amazing. I don't have to say my full name. Can you say? Can you say, spirits? Film. Like the movie, you know, like a movie, film. She's just about to go to bed. Can't, I'm already out bed. Say film. You're doing very well, Spirits. Try to say film. I'm on my bed and they keep talking about my bed. Ian. Are you on the bed? Bed. Next to you. Are you next to me? Are you here? Hate you. Well, that's not very nice. You have to move when Rob comes to bed. Rob. My bed anyway. Fuck off. Sorry to tell you, but it really is my bed. Just like para people. Yep. You need to get off the bed. You're getting off the bed. Move over. Over. Help me. You're doing really well, Spirit. Except for the fact that you're on my bed. Can you say tablet? Bed? Yes, yes, we know about the bed. Can you say tablet? Claire. Claire's fan club's in again. Can you say tablet? What about sweet? Can you say sweet? Yeah, I do love you, Claire. We can turn this off in a minute, just have a bit of a chat for 10 minutes. Do you want to say anything before I turn it off? Right, I just went, you're a cunt. Right. Thanks. Do you want to say anything before you go? Yeah, you're a cunt. Thanks. Would you like to say anything nice before you go? Max, Claire, Right, okay, say goodbye. Say goodbye, please. Don't laugh at him. Now, listen on. They love swearing at me. It's like a hobby for them. Are you going to say goodbye? He just went, bye-bye. Very good. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to ask you to step back. You need to step back to where you were before I started to communicate with you. I appreciate you stepping forward, but you must step back. Thank you very much. Bye. Love you too. Bye. Yeah, have we got anything to say? Yes, you're a cunt. So, thanks for that. I wouldn't know what to do if I ever got a normal spirit box session where they weren't swearing their heads off at me. I'm more surprised when they don't swear. I do think they kind of take some kind of characteristics from us as well, you know, because I swear in real life, you know, I'm one of those people, I swear. I don't swear aggressively to people, but I'll say, you know, I use swearing in everyday life. So it's like, I think they use that as kind of like a yardstick or a measure, you know. Well, she does it, so it's kind of familiar to her, so we'll use that as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's kind of like meant really aggressively. I just think they use it as like an equaliser between me and them. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's something that I use. So rather than be all sweetness and light, because that's just really not me, I think that's what they do as a form of communication. I'm alright. Blackwing, yeah. I know that doesn't sound very convincing. I had a bad couple of months of it ago. Just trying to get back into the swing of things over the last couple of weeks, few weeks, and my daughter's got COVID symptoms at the minute. She was here the other day as well. She stayed here for like over 2 months, and then she went home for a couple of weeks, not even that, and then came back the other day, and 2 days later she'd seen baby had seen her other nan, and then her other nan phoned her 2 days after as well, and said she's developed COVID symptoms, but she'd had a test and she'd had it done quick because she's a nurse in the ICU at the hospital, and got COVID. So now Chloe's sequestered at her house at the minute, and we're all having to wait for 2 weeks to see if we develop any symptoms, because we've been around Chloe and Sierra. So yeah, just, you know, one of those things and one of those days, really. So yeah, not much you can do about it, really, is there? Yeah, she's sent for a test because she's had a sore throat and that. So she sent for a test, and just she's all right. You know, she's got a bit of a low grade temperature and sore throat and what have you, but you know, at the end of the day, other viruses are still going around, and I think people forget this. that other viruses are still floating around. You can still pick up other kinds of infections. So she could have just a normal sore throat, you know, or what have you. But we'll know when test comes. She's getting tested. Like when she's sent for test, because that's all they do. You order test, and then they'll send test to your house. And then you do swab yourself and send it back, and then they send it results. Email or text it results. So, alright, Claire, well. But yeah, so, you know, she's not overly ill. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, there's still normal bloody things going round, isn't there? Still normal infections and viruses going round. So, could well be just that. But she has been in contact with somebody who's been confirmed as having COVID, so it's you know, it's one of those things though, because you know that he lacks the rules, and she's seen her other grandma last weekend, and then she ends up with blooming COVID from hospital where she works. It's what I said to our Chloe, she's got the shittiest timing. You know, like it relaxes the rules and says, oh yeah, you can see grandchildren and blah blah blah. So she sees her other nana who for the whole lockdown has worked at the hospital and not got, and our hospital's rife at the minute with COVID though. We've had one of the highest death rates in the country, but had no incidents like for 2 months and over 2 months, nearly 3 months, and as soon as Sierra and Chloe see her, she bloody gets COVID. Yeah, it is. Blackwing, that is one of them. Not so much as sneezing, you can, but it's not really a symptom. Sore throat, chest, fever, the main ones, but it does present differently. So, but you know, very little I can do about it right now. Just have to hope, you know. Well, no, if Chloe's test comes back negative, then we're all right. If she's only just got another virus or an infection or something. You see, that's the thing, isn't it? And if you get ill, everybody automatically goes to COVID at the minute. Which really, it could be a lot of other things. Plus, she's panicking about it because she's got the baby, and you know. Well, I say baby, she's 2 at end of August, but still my baby. But Sierra's fine, she's not ill at all. She was, I was video calling her before, and she's got this thing, you know, that a bum bum bum, let me hear you say, ayo, ayo. So as soon as I started talking to her before, I went, hi Nana's Angel, how are you? First thing she said to me was, boom boom boom, boom boom boom, like this. Because when she does it, if I go boom boom boom, she turns around and wiggles her bum at me. So yeah, she's fine, which is good. I'm glad she's okay. Yeah, I am too. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to be around everybody and everything else. I got my letter and all that jazz, but there's very little I could do. Chloe stayed here. When lockdown started, Chloe had only been in her own house, what, about a month and a half, 2 months or something like that. She'd just moved out, but she didn't want to spend lockdown by herself. So she came to live back here through lockdown. And then a couple of weeks ago, she said, well, it's easing up now, so I'm going to move back home. So she did. And then it was like, you could see your grandpa, and then it all just bloody went tits up, didn't it? But what are you going to do? You know, there's not much we can do about it at the minute. She is a cutie. She's also a little rascal, who, let's see, picture. She's got to that cheeky stage now, you know, where everything. I don't think I've got any older pictures on here. Should have seen it the other day. Honest to God, she was covered head to toe with Nutella. And I mean head to toe in Nutella. It was so funny. You'd have laughed. Right, let's see if I can just stick that in there. If it'll work. Yeah. I don't even think it's 2 weeks now, to be honest. Ivan, they're coming up with other timings now. So, and like I said, the Centre for Disease Control in America is saying that it's not as contagious as they originally thought, and that a lot of the deaths are only associated with COVID, not actually from COVID. So I don't know, you know, they're coming out with different stuff. Everybody's coming out with different stuff all the time, aren't they? So, like I said, just got to hope and pray that it's not like that she's got, and it's something else. Just a different virus altogether, maybe. I suppose that's all we can do, isn't it? Can the virus spread? Family phones, but not in prime market test. I know. And that was it. She went to work as well, didn't she? Well, she didn't end up going because she went into work, had a massive panic attack and come out. But she works in Primark. So then she come and spent the day here because she walked back out of work and come and spent the day here with me. And she worked well that day because, well, we just thought it's because she'd had a panic attack, but she went to sleep on my bed for like 2 hours, 3 hours. So, I don't know. I don't know. It can be. Like I said, there's a lot of other viruses out there, so you can't always just jump straight to that. Could be a lot of other things. Well, I think it said it takes she ordered the test 2 days ago, and it said it took 48 hours for the test to come, but it's not come yet. So hopefully she'll get the test tomorrow and then send it back, but I don't know how long it takes to get the results from the test. Which is, you would think like they rush them, wouldn't you? I don't know. Can't visit my nan, but can shop till I drop in Primark. I know. Well, it's better than not knowing, in it though, Claire. It might look horrible, but it is better than not knowing, because at the end of the day, you need to know if you're going to be around other people, and we are around more people now. Well, not me personally. If I'm around people, they come into my house because I don't go out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're putting COVID related. That doesn't mean they're dying of COVID. You know, they reckon a big chunk of them in the early part died of flu, which is normal flu, because when you've compared the deaths, because flu is a massive killer. People don't realise it, but flu is a massive killer. And what they've done in the early stages of the virus is people who've been dying of flu, they've put down to COVID deaths. And then when they've gone back and, like, recently and looked at the deaths from flu, the deaths from flu are right down because they've been associated, putting them down as COVID. You know, so... Exactly, Blackwing. I do know your name, but last time I seen you, you said you wanted me to say Blackwing, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not being rude, I do know your name. I don't use people's names unless they say I can use them. Yeah, the world's gone to hell in a handbasket, and I think, you know, I don't know. It's like with all these bloody riots and things like that going on in America. I'm as liberal as they come, you know. I mean, where I live in my town is 80% immigrants, you know, and I've got a mixed race granddaughter. My brother's gay, you know. It's just one big melting pot in our family and area we live in, you know. We're literally one big melting pot. But some of the stuff going on in America is making me cringe. It really is. And no disrespect to any nationality, colour or creed, but I wouldn't go down on my knees for anybody, not even God Almighty. Well, if I believed in him, but I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I don't go down on my knees for anybody because I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I sit here and I'm like, what the hell is the world turning into? It's scary. I just want to be a nice person, and, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I can be the biggest bitch God ever created if somebody does me over, but as a general rule, I'm a nice, decent person, and I'm nice to everybody if they're nice with me. I just, I shake my head at the world. I tell you what, there's like, you know, people say, we're only in a simulation. If we're in a simulation, press fucking reset is what I say. Press that fucking reset button because it needs to start again. Exactly, Claire. It is. Yeah, but I mean, it's not just colour though, is it? It's race, religion, you know. I don't see it. My mum was an immigrant. She came to this country. You know. And that's not me saying there was racism, and racism was systemic in this country. When my mum first came over here from Ireland in the mid-50s, she couldn't shop in a lot of the shops. It literally said no blacks, no Asian, and no Irish. People had put that on the windows in shops. So yes, there was back then. But I would like to think that England moved forward a lot faster than other people, because I was raised in the 80s. I was born in the 70s, you know, and I was raised through the 70s and 80s. And we worked up. There was nothing about my mum's mouth like that, ever, about race or religion or you know, gender, or it was like, she always used to just say to me, Mary Lou, if you're nice to people, you know, be nice to people, they'll be nice to you. If they're not, tell them to fuck off. There was nothing about anybody's designation, if you will. Tara, hi sweetie. How are you? I've done my box session already. We're just having a bit of a chat. Oh, don't worry, Tara. I know you always pop in when you can, sweetie. I know you're busy. Busy bee. Yes, that's not how we was brought up. And my mum's an Irish Catholic. But we weren't brought up with these horrible views. You know? Well, they're going right way about it, if that's true. Like, they really are. There'll be civil war around the world before long. New World Order. You know, whenever I see NWO, I only ever think of wrestling. Because my kids used to love the wrestling. You know, like in late 90s, 2000s. And so when, there used to be like a clique in the wrestling called the New World Order. And that's what you ever think of when I see New World Order. Yeah, it's a sad world we're living in at the minute. And, you know, if somebody pisses me off, I don't care what colour you are. If you piss me off, you piss me off. That's literally it for me. If you're nice with me, I'm nice with you. And that's how I try to live my life. Just being decent with people. Don't always work out like that, does it? Because, you know, some people are just born to annoy you. Cardboard fort. Are you living in a box? I'm living in a cardboard box. We're living in a box. Oh dear. I called a sheep. They're not agreeing with this bullshit going on. I told the guy thank you and have a good day. That's it. Humour them. Because at the end of the day, they know deep down in their souls what they're doing is wrong. You don't go around looting shops. You don't go around hurting anybody. Anybody. It doesn't matter what colour you are. You don't go around hurting them. Violence really doesn't solve anything. It doesn't. It doesn't solve anything. It might make you feel better for a split second, but, you know, if somebody's been horrible to you, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't solve anything. It's only self-serving. Look at all the wars we've had. What's it really achieved at the end of the day? Because we're still living on the edge of war with countries. The world still isn't running how it should. So having wars and world wars, you know, it's not really working, is it? I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Exactly. Blackwing it is. It is. It's heartbreaking. Because I'm not nasty to people unless they're shitty with me. I don't get crap, me, from a lot of people because I don't give crap. And that's honest to God, I get very few trolls on my channel. Watch this, fucking kiss of death, that shit in it saying that. I don't get many trolls on my channel. But it's simply because I don't dictate to people. I think people can believe what they want to believe. What I don't agree with is faking shit. I don't agree with that. But I don't mention other channels on my channel. I don't, I'll go on other people's channels and say somebody's wrong with something, but I don't bring it to my channel. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't get loads of crap. I don't. And there's a reason for it. It's because I actually do believe anybody can believe what they want to believe. And who am I to dictate to somebody that the way I do something is right and the way they do something is wrong? That's egotistical, self-serving shit right there, in my opinion. I am a firm believer in give somebody advice, and if they choose to take it, that's fine, but don't make it out like you're it and they're shit. Explain to them that, why don't you just try it for a go? Give it a go. That's the way I look at stuff. And if it don't work for them, it doesn't work. Because, right, how many different types of people walk this earth with different beliefs, different agendas? There's not just in the paranormal field, but as a whole. So, good people, bad people, funny people, sad people, manic people, all these things. And they die. So if they die, I don't believe they suddenly have a personality transplant when they go to the other side, right? So all these different types of people with different beliefs and different ways of communicating when they're alive, they're gone now. So who's to say the way I do it is right? It worked for me for now. But maybe somebody else with a different personality trait can talk to somebody else who does the paranormal in a different way than me better than they could actually talk to me. So to me, I don't dictate to people, I don't try to teach them things. I'm just me who's stumbling through this like the rest of the people out there. I don't believe I do it the right way. I don't believe I do it the wrong way. I just do it the way that works for me right now. Tara, like yesterday me and Rob were just sat down and I've got 3 young grandchildren, all under the age of 3. And I've got another one due in October, the beginning of October. So I'll have 4 in October. And I said to Rob the other day, I said, I'm scared what we're leaving for our grandchildren. What's this world going to be? And I'm scared of what they're going to have to deal with. And it worries me. It really does worry me. We weren't taught about colour, and my granddaughter, Sierra, like I said, she's mixed race, and she's the most beautiful thing God ever created and put on this earth. Like I said, she's a little witch, but, she's beautiful. And I'm worried. I'm worried about all my grandchildren. I am. How are we going to... We're not leaving this world a better place. I'm in my late 40s. This world isn't going to be left in a better place by the time I've croaked it. I'm scared for my grandkids. I really am. Oh, thank you, Claire. I'm going to do that because I'm really shit at doing it, doing the whole like, subscribe, like, share. I know. It's scary, Tara. It is. We're not leaving it in a better state. I think it's every... I'm not like an eco nut or shit like that, and global warming, I just think it's a natural progression of the way the Earth's spin. We've had severe weather changes. I mean, look at the bloody ice ages through the billions of years. But what I do think is every generation's responsibility is to make the world a better place than what they found it. And I don't think this generation's going, or several generations is going to leave it a better place than when they found it. I really, really don't. Yeah, Claire, it's sad. And it's not just COVID, it's all the crap that's going on around it. It really is. I got shouted at because I just said all life matters the other day, and it does. Because, it's like cutters, do we not bleed? Yes, and you know what? We all bleed bloody red. There used to be a saying, didn't there? Beauty's only skin deep. Well, colour's only skin deep. So what does it matter? It doesn't matter to me. So everybody matters. I'm just reading your comment. Yeah, we need to make the world a better place. We do. It's just all these power-hungry mad people who want control of everything and don't listen to the people. I think all the governments around the world have actually stopped listening to the people. The normal people, the people who go to work and slog their guts out, the people who are trying the hardest to put the bloody recycling out every week and do all the normal things in the world the right way. And they've stopped listening. They have. Everybody matters in my opinion. Do you know my neighbours are Muslim, right? And when they have any big celebrations like Eid or, whatever, and they'll have people round and they do a special big meal, like we do at Christmas and everything, they always send us food round. Sent me a bloody big chocolate fudge cake round that she'd made by herself other week, and they do. They send us curries round and everything. And they're the nicest people. I mean, I don't judge people on what religion they are, or, I judge people on if they're nice with me. And we've been really lucky with both our neighbours. They're both Muslim. I live in a very highly populated Muslim area. And we have Polish as well and Romanian. And, like I said, it's a bloody big melting pot round here. Guy from Corner Shop, VJ, he's Indian. When he comes to work, he leaves his bike at our house. We're not funny about anybody. We're just not. And when I see all this crap going on in the world, it scares me because I just think, I don't have any of that shit, and it makes me scared for the world. It really does make me scared for the world. Which we can do need to help. Yeah, that's true. That way. I suppose it's better than pissing the litter, Claire. I don't know. That'd be a bit scary, wouldn't it, if you peed sparkly? A 12-year-old said the other day that it was... She looked at me and said, sorry, Mum, I told him true. That was his only bad word for a bit. Yeah, you've got to like try not to laugh when they come out with stuff like that and go, you're right, but don't say that. It is, isn't it? It's one of those. Oh, what are you gonna do? My grandson grassed me up the other day. Um, I was he brought a balloon in and we were playing balloon and I was chucking it back and forward to him and the balloon popped and I went shit like that and then his dad come up the stairs and he went balloon shit nana and I was like you little grass. And I went to my mum, I don't know where he got that from. And our Martin just turned around to me and looked at me and went, F off, Mum. He grassed on me. He literally, he's not too till August either. There's only a week between my two youngest grandchildren. And he grassed on me too. He grassed on me. He went blue nana shit. I was like, what grass? Well, it sounds like he's got his head screwed on, doesn't he? You go on. Not brilliant, he grassed on me. As soon as his dad walked upstairs, he said it and all. I was like, thanks, Isaac. At least I see Erin just tend to say the words. Man, she's tagged on her nana at end of stuff. I'm not, it scared me. Blue popped and I said, shit, you know, it scared me. Bad influence. Aha. I do try. It was funny, bless him. Grassed on me straight away. And he's like a big lad, our Isaac. He's like massive compared to Sierra and the same age. And he's got a right gruff voice, so when he talks he goes, Nana shit, like that. You know, at the end of the day, there's worse things in the frigging world right now. I mean, we all tell our kids not to swear, and you know, we try to bring them up right. But let's be honest with you, the way the freaking world is at the minute, isn't swearing one of the least things going on. It's always. Claire. I must have laughed really evilly then, because like I just laughed. A cat turned around and whipped her head to me and looked at me as if to say, "What the frig was that noise, Mum? What you doing?" Hi. Rob, are you ready for bed? Are you alright for a bit? Okay, well just tell me. I mean, obviously that wasn't an offer. I'm just saying if you're tired. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm only going to do about 10 more minutes, people, and then I'm only going to do an hour, and I've been on an hour and a half. Because I got nagging, and, you know, my mother used to say, well, to everybody who'd actually listen, oh, Mary Lou could talk down an 8-day clock. When I get on a roll, I kind of go with it. But it's true, really, though, isn't it? Swearing's one of the least problems in this fucking world right now. Claire said, like, Robert, I think that means hello. Yeah, Claire put Robert in chat. I said, I think that means hello. I don't know whether you heard that. You went, right, Claire. Well, I just thought I'd make it clear to him, Blackwing. You know, you've got to do these things sometimes. Oh. He is smart. He's obviously got his head screwed on Tara with his comments. Do you know what I mean? See, it's like Chloe the other day. Although I'm not like religious now, I don't follow a religion. A few reasons, personal reasons and what have you. It just wasn't working for me. But anyway, all my kids, before I had this revelation, all my kids were baptised Catholic because that was my faith. My mum's bloody Catholic. She's an Irish Catholic. You don't get much more Catholic than Irish Catholics. And I never forced church on them though, because that was like one of my pet peeves. We always had to go to church, and we were literally forced to go to church when we were kids. And I swore I'd never do that to mine. Anyway, I was talking to Chloe yesterday, and we were, talking about the COVID thing, and I just said, well, we can only hope at the minute now, Chloe, and see what happens and see how it comes back and what have you. And do you know what she said to me? Yeah, we can hope and pray. I said, well, you can do the praying for you can do the praying for both of us, because it's not really working for me. So I was like, yeah, you just do the praying for all of us. I'm damn determined to raise my boys right and not be stupid. Quite right. It literally is. Raise them decent, that's it. Raise them to respect other people. Raise them to understand that life changes and evolves and moves, and what can you do? You can raise them to have manners and respect and to follow their own beliefs at the end of the day. I don't know why the chat's gone off. I turned my camera off and the chat went off. But anyway. But that's all you can do. You can raise them to understand that the world's an ever-changing place, and that we all have to evolve and change. But right and wrong never changes. There's always going to be right and wrong in this world. Right and wrong doesn't change. It just doesn't. So, I think we have to understand that the world may change around us, but right and wrong doesn't. I am a heathen. I believe there's something, right? And I say this all the time. There is something, I just don't know what it is. I think I'm more of a believe in the universe kind of thing. I think the universe is whether it's a consciousness or an omnipotent being, or I'm more of a universal belief kind of thing, shall we say. It's true, Tara. Right and wrong doesn't change. Right and wrong's good. It's like good and bad. These things. Would you ever, bloody cat, say hi, Sky? Hi. Where's your sister? I've not seen her. Come on. Where's your sister? It's like yin and yang, good and bad, right and wrong. These things don't change. It doesn't matter. And as much as they'd like to turn around and try to convince us that they're doing the right thing by looting all these shops and killing people and hurting them, you know. It's the same with that copper who killed that lad, that fella, you know. And I'll tell you what's annoyed me. I'm not saying this man was a good man. He had a record. He'd not been a good man in life, but that doesn't give the policeman the right to put his knee on his neck and kill him. It doesn't matter. That's not that policeman's job. That's why we have courts. That's why we have a judicial system. You know, they deal with that, not that policeman who killed him, you know? Exactly, Tara. I believe I'll use this life to become an angel in the next. Live by virtue, be guided by love, and try to acquire peace. That's my religion. Yep, well, you've got to give it a go. Hi, Mark. How are you, darling? Yeah, I'm only doing 10 minutes or so, more minutes, but you're more than welcome to stay for those 10 more minutes. Hope you're alright, honey. You see, I have a bit of a problem with that because I'm also a believer in, you know, do unto others as they do unto you. So, you know, there's that many 20s in the world, shall we say. 20 is a word we made up as kids. It's a cross between at with a T and a fanny. So, yeah, it's funny. There's too many idiots in the world for me not to want to try and say something sometimes. Of course it does, Claire. I'm a bit of a fallen one too, honey. That's me too. But it's a lovely sentiment, that though, Ivan. It is. Yeah, I am more of a universal kind of thing, Tara. I really am. I just believe that we can't. But we shouldn't all think the same. This is the thing. We're not Stepford wives or children or whatever. I think we are all individuals, and it would be a really sad, boring life if we all thought the same, believed the same, or what have you. You know, I really do. I'm a universal believer too. Spirits told me, oh, that God is real, heaven is real. There's a tree of plenty, and that heaven is a beautiful, and you can choose your age. My brother was nearly four when I'm assuming he passed. I'm sorry that he passed that age. Yeah, it's life's sad, you know. And you know what? And I always try to teach our Chloe, and she can be a bit self-centered sometimes, which is probably partly by doing, but I spoiled her. But life isn't fair, and you know how many times I've tried to drill this into my children that life isn't fair, and she'll kick you in the nads when you're down on the floor. You know, it's not about life being this beautiful place. What it's about is how you pick yourself up, how you move forward, and how you can deal with the situation you're in. I've been agoraphobic and locked in my house for 8 years, but do you know what I do? I read constantly, I research, I do my YouTube channels. I love messing with my photo editors and video editors and trying to make things look pretty or, you know, funny or what have you. I got talking to people on the internet. Do you know what I mean? I tried to make my small part of the do not walk over the keyboard. I tried to make my small world bigger and keep myself active. I mean, I read so much, hours and hours and hours a day. I'll read. you know, and I tried to change my life through doing different things, you know, because life isn't fair. Life gave me several different types of mental illnesses that I have to deal with, and I deal with them how I can, but I keep my mind active as much as I can. And I believe in a lot of things. I guess there's not a label for me universe. But that's the thing, Tara, you can believe in what you want. Who is anybody else to tell you you're wrong? Nobody should have that power over you. Nobody should tell you that your beliefs are wrong, because they are your bloody beliefs. So they're not theirs. That's fine. They don't have to be their beliefs. They only have to be yours. That's true, Blackwing. We can all put whatever we want, and it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. It doesn't even have to make sense to you. It is what it is. Claire. Oh, Tara, that's like my main hobby, reading. Not just stuff about the paranormal. I read everything. I love a good story and a good fiction book, you know. I'll read everything and anything, but it keeps my mind active, you know. When I'm looking at four walls every frigging day, because I'm literally in my bedroom every day. So when you're looking at four walls on a constant basis, you've got to keep your mind active, you know. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, enough already. I'm Jewish. Apparently. But yeah, it is. You can only play the card you dealt. And that's what it is. You can only play the card you dealt, and at the end of the day, I got dealt some shitty cards, but I'm still trying. As someone who is not religious, I never believed in any that books for a different time, different month. Told me that things are real. What can I say? If that's what they're telling you, then that's great. You know. Thing is, and I will say this, I know the spirit's bullshit for Britain sometimes, not all the time, but they do like to, you know, shall we say, hear themselves speak sometimes and tell you what. I do think they tell you what you want to hear as well, you know. I mean, and anybody who uses a spirit box or does spirit communication in any way will all have had this situation. When you're about to ask a question, they'll give you the answer before you've actually said what you was going to ask. And I do believe that they know what we're going to ask and what we're going to say. But I also think they try to adapt to us. Like I said earlier with the swearing, I swear, so I think they swear, it's kind of a leveler for us, putting us on the same level kind of thing, making it easier. But I do think they tell us sometimes what we want to hear and not what's true. Do you understand what I mean? And I don't think that's necessarily them being bad, although sometimes they do, but I don't think it's necessarily them being bad. I think it's trying to appease us as well. Oh, Mike. Oh, sweet. I keep going all the time. You have to, don't you? I think when I stop, because of my situation, do you know, it's right hard for me to talk about personal stuff because I get right emotional, not in a nice way emotional. I get pissed off emotional. But if I stopped, I'd die. You know, it's that simple for me. I have to keep going. because I wouldn't be here. Maybe it's not something you wanted to hear consciously, but subconsciously, you know? But yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter what I believe though, Blackwing. It matters what you believe. It matters what you think. It matters what communication you get. Because what you get and what I get could be totally different, you know? Because I do think, like I said earlier, there's that many personalities and emotions and people over there who've lived different lives, different agendas in life, who've been either good or bad or indifferent or whatever. There's that many people over there, like there is alive, that have all these different thoughts, beliefs, emotions, feelings, that some of them might not be able to click with me or communicate with me, but could with you. And I think that's what happens. I mean, obviously, that's just my belief. But I think that's what happens. I think they look for somebody who they can communicate with. I just get angry. You know, it's like angry at me, like pisses me off. But it's also life as well, that, isn't it? You can't just shut certain bits off. It is what it is. I'm lucky because I think I've always been a fighter. You know, and all that. You know, and before I even said that, I had that bloody, what's her name? Oh God, what you call that bloody singer? Blonde one with really good voice. I'm a survivor. That song's coming in my head now. Do you know what? I can't think of her name. Anyway, one of you will remember it. But yeah, I've always fought through my life. I always have. You know? Because there's perverts over there, Claire. Simple as. Sorry. I couldn't resist it. Not everybody who dies are nice. Look at serial killers. There's lots of other pervies over there. That's why they watch you in the shower. It's that simple. They want your body. You're sexy. But it's true though, you know, I mean, there's lots of people who've died who aren't good people. Oh. Well, I'm sorry, Blackwing. I don't know, sometimes you just need to vent though, don't you? I think that's what it is. I think you just have to vent sometimes. I try not to get emotional about things because with my mental health I don't know whether I'm going to be able to pull back, so I try to keep myself on an even keel. It's honest to God, Blackwing, it's the craziest thing. The spirits who come through to me absolutely adore Claire. And all I get is Claire, 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 Claire. They're with it all the time, they watch her. So I'm always winding her up that they watch her in the shower. I did it in a 20-minute session on a live. The video's actually up on my channel. I got the name Claire 13 times, or was it Claire? About 13 times, something like that. In a 20-minute session, they was like, Claire, 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 Claire. Hiya, Paul. How are you, hon? Alright. It is what it is. Had a bad few days, but, yeah. I'm here. You don't have any dogs. Jan. Chloe now bathes in a plastic bag. So nobody can see. I was sat yesterday watching my cat attack the wall. She's got this part on the wall that she likes to attack. And I'm wondering if I've got something in the walls. You know, if there's like mice or something in the walls. Because she proper attacks the wall with vicious intent. And then I was sat thinking to myself, how many people in the paranormal field would be turning around saying, oh look, she's attacking this wall, it must be a ghost or a spirit. And I was sat there thinking, my cat's frigging crazy, she's attacking the wall. And then I thought to myself, oh my god, what if there's mice in my walls or some other kind of vermin or something? I'm swear to God, I do think of the worst paranormal person ever sometimes. Because well, not anybody else, but a lot of other, shall we say, less genuine paranormal, I'm not putting myself in that category, paranormal participants would be like, oh yeah, it's got to be true, there's a ghost standing there, that's why the cat's attacking there. I'm thinking, shit, I've got mice in my walls. I am so bad sometimes at doing this paranormal stuff. You know, I've been doing what, late 2017, so you come at 3 years or something. I've been doing this on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube, and I think because I don't sit here and bullshit, you know, like things like that. I could have sat here and said, like, oh my god, there's a ghost in the wall. I just don't, because I'd rather be genuine. I don't think everything's a ghost or everything's a spirit or, you know, because it's not. People, it's just not. I am just hoping that I don't have mice or something though, and there's not a nest behind my wall. Because that's going to piss me off. So much we're talking about us. I understand that, Blackwing. I mean, like I said, I was listening, so I do understand what you're talking about. And I understand how hard it can be. I think she does it in her clothes now because I'm always winding her up, Blackwing. Mankini. Yeah, what she's not telling you is that she puts it on back to front. Oh, Jesus. They would Blackwing, they'd be like, yeah, you can't see a ghost. They do. They do give people a bad name. I mean, I'm going to be honest, right? I go to some of the channels and I sit howling laughing, right? I laugh my arse off because it's funny. That everything, you know, and they'll go, hear that scream, and I'm like, no, I didn't know. And it goes, no. But they have me I'm just gonna sit here crying, laughing sometimes, watching this crap, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I feel sorry for all the people in the chat because I'm thinking they're buying this bullshit, you know. I'm like, you're selling snake oil and they're paying a fortune for it. You can only feel sorry for them so many times when people and genuine people are pointing this out. Because everybody says like, oh, I feel sorry for the people who follow him. Well, I don't, because most of these people have been exposed. Not in the way Claire's exposed in the shower, but you know, most of these people have been exposed for fakes and crap and rubbish for a long time, and people still follow him. So I lost my sympathy for the people who follow him. I'm sorry I did. Now I just think it's your own frigging fault. Give him another fiver. I do. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel. Lost my sympathy for him. They're not followers, they're subscribers, they're a cult following. There's a view for only blind people. Thank you, Claire. I so am. I appreciate it. Oh, I am what I am. Exactly. Like, well, you can never hear anything. The outside mark. It's so hard. And I'm the most easygoing person with the paranormal. You probably won't find anybody more easygoing than me, because I just think, well, you know, it's what I believe. I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm not here to force my opinions on you, because who's to say I'm bloody right? You know, I could have it all wrong. I don't know, because at the end of the day, it's not been proven, so we're not going to know. Do not start fighting on me bed, kitty cats. So I don't know. I'm struggling my way through this field like most people are. I don't pretend I'm right. I don't automatically believe I'm right. I just believe what I'm doing is working right now, you know? Sarcastic, me? Never, Claire. I wouldn't believe that. Don't believe everything you read. All right. But yeah, we all have this crap we live through and go through, and just do what feels right for you. At the end of the day, it's feck all to do with anybody else. I could have bullshitted. I could have done all this shite that'd make me subs. I could sit here and go like, subscribe, share, but I don't. I do this for me. I'm doing it for me. Not for you, for me. Because I enjoy it. And that's why I do it. So I just kind of say that to people, and they jog on. Yeah, none of that. I do it for you guys. On the plus side, I'm getting a better computer built at the minute. It might take a couple of months while we get the money together, but I've got to start. I've got a new case, got a chip, got my motherboard. So hopefully, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I know feck all. Rob's building me the computer, but so I can like set it up in spare bedroom, and you know I've got a desk and everything, so I can set it all up for when I do my streams. So that's good, something to look forward to. Oh, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm not going to tell you what my stream's about, my next stream. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I bet you not a lot of people know that song, because you're all younger than me on here, or who sung it. I will say she had a lisp and she used to sing, it's a mystery, it's a mystery. But yeah, and can I just say, I've been working on it for hours and hours for the last 2 days, and I'm still only about halfway done. So it's either going to be Sunday or Monday that I do this stream. Usually I'll do these kind of streams, like the last one I picked 4 castles. The time before that I picked 4 supposedly haunted objects. But this is just one thing. And what people don't realise is when I make a video, when I do my legends or mysteries videos, I can stop. If I get the, you know, when I'm talking, if I get it wrong, I can stop and re-record it and do it again, you know. And you can't do that when you're live. So you imagine trying to read out like 20 minutes of text and try not to mess it up. And that's nothing to do with what visuals I have to try put up or things like that at the same time. You know, I could probably make it easier for myself and make a video or something of it, but I don't want to do that. I want to, you know. But yeah, tell you, that's the one, Mark. Tell you Wilcox. But yeah, and it's not just me I'm having to write it all out and try to make it sound decent as I'm typing it, and you know, it's not easy. You see, I'm not one of those people who, and I know like there's some people who automatically disagree with people who monetize the channel. I'm not like that. I'm not even against super chats or anything like that. What I'm against is people who fake it and create drama and are just total bullshit and expect money for it. That's not me. I do it because I enjoy it, but I can also understand that. I mean, I put hours, when I do those kinds of streams, I put hours and hours into it, designing me OBS, trying to make it look pretty, you know, and writing out a script, basically, for things. And, you know, I could spend 30 hours doing it, easy, you know. It's a very well-known Montara, extremely well-known, but with so many different opinions on it, and a very, very old one. There you go, some clues, but I'm not telling you. Wow, amazing, Blackwing. Mine's going to be good specs because I stream and I edit, so I need a good graphics card and a good processor. But wow, what a good guy! 13. That's brilliant. Yeah, you all know I enjoy my mysteries and my legends. That's what I love doing. Oh, thanks, Blackwing. Yeah, I don't put my likes and my dislikes on because you always get some knobhead pushing dislike while they're sat there having a bit of a ham shank because it gets them off pushing dislike. And I'm totally against people getting cheap thrills. So I don't put my likes and dislikes on so that they can't get a cheap thrill out of it and sit there having a ham shank, you know? I'm all about denying pleasure, apparently. I work hard. I mean, I'm not egotistical. And you very rarely hear me. And people like are always saying to me, you should be a bit more, you know, and big up with myself in some way. But I'm not like that. But I do work hard on the things that I actually do. Oh, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I do actually try to work hard on them. I do. And typing it all out. You know what I mean, Claire? You and with me, don't even pretend you weren't. Well, you know, I just don't like people getting a cheapie. It is what it is. But yeah, I do actually put a lot of work and thought into what I do. you know? I do. It's like, if you see my camera frame, I've actually got one that I can put on the outside, but because I'm working off my laptop, I don't want to put too much on my computer for the processor. But if you watch, I created all my own frames, and if you watch the outside of my camera frame, it moves, you know? I did all that myself. I figured it out on Photoshop and on After Effects, and I worked it out. It's like, I took my spinner off because it was too much when I have everything else on, because I had 2 cameras on tonight. But it's like all my spinners that I do and everything, I make them all myself. I figured it all out and I worked them all out. So, and I just don't like being big-headed when I say, you know, it's not me. But I should probably try to put myself forward a bit more. But I just don't like doing it, because I just think I'm doing it because I enjoy doing it. So, you know, it kind of seems a bit wrong for me to be a bit more big-headed or egotistical in any way, shape or form, because I'm actually doing it because I enjoy it. Oh, I'm going in a minute, Ivan, anyway. So get your head down, mate. I won't, Claire. Give me a few days. Let me get this stream done what I'm doing. And then I'll help her. If I can, obviously. Look, you need to tell you, well, she needs to tell you what she wants, and then you need to tell me. And then I'll try and help, obviously. Right, everybody, I'm going to go anyway. Because my OBS has started dropping frames. So, well, my Streamlabs has started dropping frames. That's true. It's true, Blackwing, it's hard. And I do try to... You see, because I suffer with OCD, I'll say this before I go. Because I suffer with OCD, and I'm such a... I don't want to represent badly. And that's not because I care about what people think of me, because I couldn't give a flying feck, to be honest with you. I care about what I think about me. Whenever I do any of my videos, it would come off a lot better if I was more... if I presented it more as a story when I do my Legends and Mysteries. But I find I can't do that, and I find I always have to put an opposite point of view in. So I'll say words like supposedly and allegedly and things like that, because I feel I need to tell people. It's like when I did the castles the other day, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's a derelict castle, you're going to have cold spots. Do you understand what I mean? I feel whereas if I just presented it as like the story version of it, I'd probably have more people watching. I just feel I can't do that. My OCD doesn't let me. Anyway, yes, I'm going to go. So it'll either be Sunday and Monday, and it's a great mystery. I'm led into, but the mystery surrounding it is epic, and you'll all know what it is. I just hope you enjoy my version of it and the way I present it. But sleep tight, stay safe, look after yourselves whatever you do. Give your babies kisses, because you know we spoke about it earlier, how the world's going. Look after yourself. Take care. Love you lots and all that jazz. Bye.